People up here now.
Now hear this. In 10 minutes, we will have an overnight leaders meeting.
Overnight leaders meeting.
10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes. I don't know, right?
For me.
What?
For me.
Oh, for you? So Collins is doing that. That's cool. I was wrong or not. That's perfect. I think you're really nice. LSD.
Camera sucks. I'm sorry guys, this camera ain't the greatest. My Sony doesn't have a very good viewfinder on it, so I'm not liking it. I use this camera for the height ghost hunting, but anyway, we're aboard in Massachusetts. We're here on a scout outing overnight. A lot of fun. That's Armand right there. Talking to them kids in the blue jacket.
On this ship from the day it was commissioned until the day it was decommissioned, which was 4 years and 4 months.
There was only 5 minutes that had to do that.
Okay, any questions?
No questions?
Yes. I didn't know.
Was it hard to shoot the airplane?
Doug, the overnight staff, storyteller's on his way up.
Was it hard to shoot the airplane down?
No, it wasn't hard. We didn't even try to shoot them down. All we did is put a wall up there. Because we didn't care about shooting that plane down. All we cared about is saving the ship. So we put a wall. If he decided he was going to come, he was down he goes. And it worked very good. Because you can put a lot of ammunition when you have 35 ships together. Plus, we have 5 rounds. That's 10 gun firing, and you can put out 10 to 12 shots per minute. So that's a lot of shell going up. It puts up a good wall. If he's got enough nerve to go through that wall, he'd be down. Goodbye. Did you notice we never got shot either? We did all right.
Yes, sir.
Where was your bunk in the ship? Up forward, midship, back aft, and a supply office. I slept in 4 different bunks on there.
Okay.
What was it like sleeping in bad weather on the ship?
What was it like sleeping in bad weather?
No problem. This is a big ship. It's 108 feet at the bottom, and it's a flat bottom. They ride very good. The worst thing is not a hurricane or a typhoon. It's the groundswell. That's a monotonous roll all day long sometimes. So slow, it's boring. You're better off in a rough sea. During the hurricane, the typhoon, we had no trouble. It would tear the ship apart with the damage, but the crew was all right.
What was your station in battle?
In battle, the first battle, I was topside inside of a gun. All the rest of the battle, I was way down below. Didn't know a thing that went on. I didn't even know there was a war going on. And sometimes we used to fire at least 300 rounds. We protected the troops on 35 different islands. They fired 300 rounds in each one. And I didn't hear a one or even another fire. It doesn't do nothing to the ship because it's big enough to handle a 16-inch shell. And as far as the noise, down there you don't hear a thing. So I'd rather be topside where it was more fun. Because you can see all the firing and all that stuff. But down there, you don't even know. If the guys don't want to talk to you on the radio, on the telephone, you wouldn't know what they're doing. If you wanted to tell him what was going on, if he could see it, he would stop sight. Then you would know if they're firing. If we knew when they fired the 5-inch, because that's the ammunition we handle. But for the 16, that's the one that was the best one to see the firing. You know?
Is it true you're not supposed to be on up top side during the 16 firing?
That's right. If you're topside, you won't be there very long. The concussion will blow you right off this ship. It kill you. Or either set you on fire. You know, nobody. But all those doors, see that door? Topside all around the ship, there's that tight door. Between every round, every salvo, a guy had to step out and go them back down. So he had 30 seconds to do it. They had to be closed because inside of 30 seconds, that next shot might go off because they fire every two a minute. If it's on automatic, well, as a rule, they don't fire on automatic. But you can expect 30 seconds to fire again.
Okay.
How'd you get up those steep, up and down the steep stairs really fast?
How did you get up and down the ladders really fast?
It's not a question of being fast. It's being that everybody knows where they're going and they follow the rules. Up on one side, down on the other. And inside of 4 minutes, no matter where you were, everybody got to their battle station. During the day or during the night. You might be in the shower. Everybody got to the battle station on time. Because everybody had to make a report. See, every door, there's a man assigned to every door. His responsibility is to close that door. So he wants to get close the door as quick as he could. So he used to make sure people move. Think through the top side, and you had to go down below. You would use the steps, you'd slide down. Because we slide down the rail. There was a cord. We didn't have that because all those stanchions have to come out to close them doors. So it got to be just loose stuff. We used to slide down, no trouble at all. 4 minutes we were there. And some guy had to go all the way up there. Today it took me 4 days to climb up.
Okay, Yes, that young man there?
Where was your position?
Where was your position on the ship?
Well, I didn't have a fixed position, but 20 once and up, I was always in the magazine during battle and during working hours. I was a storekeeper. I worked in the storeroom, then I worked in the office. Anything that had to do with supply, that's what I worked in. And when we were in the state in the last 2 years, I was the contact man. If the men had to go on the beach to do business with the yard or with something or deliver something, that's what I used to do. Even out at sea, I had the same job. If something was going to another ship came alongside, I had to be there to put it over. I was the one that was responsible to be sure it got there.
Yes, sir? Yeah.
When you were out to sea for like the long period of time, what do you miss most about back at land?
I really didn't miss much.
No?
No, I was easy going. I enjoyed being out at sea. I always did like to go out at sea.
Okay. The young man there, yeah.
What is the flag man at the superstructure? Like the superstructure?
The flags on top by the superstructure, what do they mean?
Oh, they need those 4 flags there?
Yes.
Those are the call letters for the ship. Each ship has a different call letter. The battleship is NEPL. Okay? NEPL.
Yeah.
November Echo Papa Lima. Yeah, that's right. And the destroyer is NBCR. Now, once a ship is decommissioned, those letters stay with that decommissioned ship. They don't use it again for some other ship, except for the checkerboard one. All ships in the U.S. Navy have the checkerboard. Another country would have another letter as their standard first letter, and that would know which Navy they're in. No, that's the way that works. Okay? Yes, sir. They're back there.
What was your favorite pastime on the ship?
What was your favorite pastime on the ship?
My favorite pastime? At the canteen buying ice cream. You know, I worked nearly full days. I mean, not because that I had to, but I just like to work. I worked in a storeroom, a lot of freedom in that job. So I used to work at nighttime sometimes just to have something to do, you know? I didn't play too much card or AC-doocy. I played a lot of shuffleboard, though. I used to love to play shuffleboard.
Yes?
When you found out that the ship was going to be salvaged, what was your first feeling when you found out that they were going to salvage it?
Salvage it to put on the display, you mean?
Oh, like when they found out they're going to... Yeah.
Okay, how did you feel when you found out they were gonna do away with the ship?
Well, we already had planned that if they weren't going to get rid of the ship, we would fight to keep it going. So we knew we had 7,000 men that wanted to save the ship. Because we had 7,000 men that served on it. So it wasn't that bad. And then if you start figuring out who's paying tax to support all these ships, it's somewhere along the line they'll be paying the rest. Your great-great-grandson will be paying for these during the war. So it didn't feel that bad. Because you know it's going to go eventually. And there's nothing worse than being around to see it go bad. Like I've been around now in this ship for 70 years. And all I'm seeing is rusting away. Eventually they're going to have to sink it. What hurts is how they sink it. They don't take nothing off. Bang, down it goes. Hours and $1 million worth of stuff goes down with it. Because if they would put it back into the market, it would hurt the economy. So they're better off sticking it. See, nothing came back from overseas except the equipment, you know. I was on Amchitka in 1952. When I landed there, the Marines that were on there were in the process of putting 45s into thousands of tires, brand new tires. Because if they would have brought them back to the state, you think like Fall River would have lost a lot of jobs, because they would have had enough tire for so many years. Okay? That's why they suck a lot of stuff out of the war. So they won't, because we'd have gone back to a bad economy if they would have brought all that stuff back. If you were out at, if they told you to get rid of something, if you were out at sea, the word was throw it over the side. Show in port, we'll turn it into the yard. I was a storekeeper, so I did a lot of that work, turn stuff back in or get some thrown over the side. It was a trying to see all that good stuff going away, but nothing you can do about it.
Okay, yeah, the little volunteer. Talk loud.
Least favorite job on the ship.
What was your least favorite job on the ship?
See? Well, I tell you, I wouldn't recall which one it was, but I wouldn't have done it. I'd have passed it on to the next man in order to me. See, that's the beauty about making at least second class. If you don't know it, just try to shove it to the first class. And if you don't want to do it, just shove it to the third class. You know? So I didn't do anything I didn't like.
Okay, yeah.
How old are you?
That's a military secret. No, I'm 94 years old. There's nobody that served on this ship that's less than 88 years old. Otherwise, they would have been too young to have served on it. We had a reunion not too long ago, about a year and a half. And all the guys that showed up were all over 90. There was very few left. Most of the guys are all passing away. Out of 7,000 men, I bet you we don't have 200 men left. Well, we did have a guy that he hit 107 years. I don't know if he's dead or now, but that was a couple of years ago. I don't know, since then I haven't heard of him. That's why it took the war so long to get over with all men up here.
The Veterans Administration has said that by the year 2020, there will be very few World War II veterans left. Okay, at that time. Okay, time to a couple of things. Fuel. When they first put the fuel on board the battleship in 1942, 1.96 million gallons. The cost of that then was $76,000.
We burned number 6 bunker oil. Anybody know what bunker oil is? Number 6. It's like molasses. It's so heavy and greasy that they have to warm it up before it'll flow through the pipes. Besides that, when they blew tubes in the morning, the ship used to be all greased up. So they had to wash it up. That's the first thing the deck force did, is wash all the superstructure every morning before breakfast. As soon as they get out of the bunk, grab a cup of coffee on their way up, and then clean the ship. With 400 or 500 men, it don't take long. Everybody's got a little section, and they're all done. He's going to tell you how much it's going to cost to refuel the ship. And then I'll tell you how far you'll get there.
Okay, if you wanted to put a same amount of fuel into today's cost, 76,000 then, today, that would be 7,500,000.
So you've got your 136 fuel tanks all loaded, and you go out for a ride at 15 knots. You can ride 15,000 miles, which will take you 34 days. Because that's an average of 400 a day, so it's 35 days. But if you're going to move it ahead at 27 knots, which is equal to about 132 miles an hour, in 9 days, you will see the last drop flow out. That's how long it takes. After the war, we figured out how many gallons it took to go 1 mile. It took 138 gallons to go 1 mile. So you can see it's not cheap to run these big battleships. In 1952, the cost to operate one of these with a full crew, which would be 1,800 men. In wartime, they put 2,200 because they always have to train more people to replace those that pass away or those that get killed, things like that. Because the Navy had 300 ships at the beginning of the war. At the end of the war, we had 1,100. So it takes a lot of people to be trained. A lot of guys went in knowing their job, but a lot of young 17 to 21 years old that had never been in the Navy don't know nothing about it. So 138 gallons for 1 mile.
Okay, one last thing. Which president in the 20th century ever became an Eagle Scout? No? No? This is in your Boy Scout history. Nobody knows? Gerald R. Ford is the only president that ever became an Eagle Scout. And there's a new class of aircraft carriers that came out this year with the name of Gerald R. Ford. More sophisticated, more technology, over 1,000 feet long, 254 feet across the top. You never have to refuel the ship for 22 years, except the planes. Oh, okay? And we thank you for coming. We hope you'll continue enjoying your visit with us this weekend. If you please go out through the back door. Thank you.
Thank you.
I thought it was a splash or something. Your head hit him and made contact.
We're inside one of the gun turrets.
Watch your head, Mike.
It's very, very scary.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna look in there.
There's a porthole. Or a,
Gotta go in there. Gives me way better.
A bit.
you ain't gonna see nothing during the night, are you?
Going where? Oh my God.
See a bit out there.
Oh, I didn't know you could
Did they have like a hundred citizens in the Navy? I wonder. It's probably the worst place to be.
Come here.
Can you imagine how loud when the guns go off?
Do some ghost hunting up in this place.
Hey guys, you can't go in there?
No, if there's glass, that's
Scary. That's where the big freaking bullet goes right on there. Huge bullets, and there's the batteries, the powder.
The charges.
Charges. Hell yeah.
It's just a big giant gun. That's all that is.
That's how it is.
Yes. Cock it, fire it.
That's all it is.
Give her.
But I think
That'll throw a shell 20 miles.
Really?
Size of a car, or as heavy as a car.
Hey, can we get out of here?
First thing in the morning.
It's cooler.
That's kind of cool, you know.
Are you guys
Imagine when that thing come down through.
Imagine the guy sitting at the end of that wall.
Nobody died though.
When that thing blew up, it left all these holes. See all these holes that they got marked in red? It come down through the deck right up there and exploded. I mean, look at these dents. This one over here. And this is just crazy. See all the holes?
Yeah, we're famous.
Taking videos, yeah.
Wait, is that a video camera? Are you like?
It's a steam-powered propulsion. So another steam-powered engine here. Unreal. Can you imagine working down in here in the South Pacific? You know?
I'm playing with the high voltage then.
You want to get electrocuted, little guy. For sake. Everything has a purpose in here. Can you imagine working here non-stop? You just lived down here all the time. You didn't know what was going on deck. You know, you can be in full-out battle mode and you're just giving her down here.
Here's one of the turbines right there. Let me get some light. I think it's a turbine. No, it's a radiator.
Unreal.
Yeah, it goes in the hunter's hair because that doesn't make him
Down there.
Everybody respects, that's why.
I don't know how good this quality of video is, but this camera ain't the greatest.
That's not good. In this
Yeah.
case, during Operation Pacific, could reach 125 degrees. Oh my God. So hot that the men could not pull the handrails on the ladder. Slid down them with a piece of cloth protecting each hand. Injured most with the chains.